So if you're dealing with skin issues, I know it could be super, super frustrating. I dealt with skin issues for so many years. I had a lot of bad acne. I had a skin rash. I had an eczema breakout all over my body, my neck, my back, my arms. Acne was always pretty severe. My skin would always get bright red, irritated, just super sensitive all around. And it got to a point where it became so embarrassing that I remember one day I was actually in the gym. I was working out and I had a tank top on. And I got like 20 minutes into a workout. And because my body started to get warm and sweaty, where my skin rash was turned bright, bright red. And it was all over like a giant hive, my neck, my arms, my part of my face. And I was so embarrassed. I literally ran to the locker room, got my hoodie on, put it on, and literally left the gym and didn't come back for many, many days. So I know how frustrating it can be, but with that said, I wanted to share exactly sort of some of the steps you can take in order to start to resolve your skin issues. Everyone is different across the board. I also have formal training in functional nutrition and diving deeper on actually what's happening beneath the surface. And so some people may need a more personalized one-to-one approach to really figuring out what's happening. But what I can say is I was very confused. There was a lot of information online. I didn't really know what was causing it. And what I would say is some simple steps you can start to use if you are dealing with acne or eczema or other skin rashes and issues is to number one, you have to look at nutrition. Nutrition is giving information to your body. Sometimes you may have a sensitivity to a food, this is not an allergy. It's not like a peanut allergy where your throat closes up. A food sensitivity could be like a little bit of bloating. It could be a little bit of a rash. It could be itchiness. It could be nasal congestion. Those are all signs of food sensitivities. But an easy way to do this is to look up in an elimination diet. Your top three culprits are going to be gluten. So that's like breads, pastas. Gluten's found in quite a bit of things, and it's not just a fad. A lot of people are sensitive to gluten, and gluten sort of damages your gut lining when you have it come in. So basically, the gluten protein comes in. If there's a sensitivity, you have these finger-like projections, villi, they get irritated. And so now not only are you having the sensitivity to gluten, your digestive tract is now so inflamed, it can't even absorb other nutrients. Plus, now you have holes in the digestive tract and things that should not be in there, like foreign food proteins and particles and toxins, are now leaking into your bloodstream, and that's what's causing the issue. Your skin is a direct reflection. It's the largest organ that you have. It's a direct reflection of what's happening beneath the surface. So I would look at gluten. A lot of people have issues with dairy, especially conventional dairy, pasteurized dairy. Even if it's raw, if your body has a sensitivity to the dairy protein, it doesn't matter if it's raw and organic or if it's pasteurized. Basically, your body's still reacting to the actual protein itself. So looking at removing gluten, removing dairy, and the third culprit is sugar. Sugar will feed bad microorganisms, bad bacteria, and what happens is these organisms will release chemicals. Acetaldehyde being one of them. It's very similar to alcohol. So it's almost like giving yourself an alcohol infusion 24/7 as you have these bad bugs that are feeding off the sugar and then releasing toxins back into the system. Because the cleaner your blood is, the cleaner your skin's going to be. So if your bloodstream is toxic and dirty, you're going to have acne, you're going to have rashes, you're going to have skin issues. So you have to get in there and clean it. So basically, starting with an elimination diet, that way you're removing gluten, dairy, some of the other things that may be getting in the way. A thing that personally has worked very well for me is intermittent fasting, because what happens is your digestive system, it's almost like a highway, and now you're going to give your digestive system a chance to rest. Imagine trying to get on the highway when it's rush hour traffic. It's a mess. You need to let that rush hour clear out and then go onto the highway. Same thing with food. So many of us are going to sleep. We wake up first thing in the morning, we're eating. A couple hours later, we're eating. A couple hours later, we're eating. Then we're eating dinner. Then maybe we're having dessert. We're eating all day long. The digestive system never has a chance to break. So intermittent fasting, basically, if you stop eating at 8 o'clock tonight is your last meal, if you don't eat anything till 8 a.m. the next morning, that's 12 hours. If you can try to push that to 12 p.m., that's a 16-hour fast. Not only are you keeping your digestive system clear, you're allowing your body to cleanse itself during that time. You're allowing your body to clear old debris out. You're allowing your body to rejuvenate. And that has been the absolute biggest game changer in clearing my skin, was a mix of intermittent fasting, going on an elimination diet, and I personally did have some digestive issues. If you do, you're going to have to work with someone one-on-one, because everyone's different across the board. I had issues with low stomach acid. I also had issues with certain bad bacteria and things I was dealing with in my digestive tract. So I ended up having to use things like enzymes, probiotics, betaine HCl to really optimize my digestive system. And once I did all that, my skin within a couple of weeks, after suffering with this for so many years, started to clear. And I was like, wow, there's really a connection between nutrition, what we're eating, and how the body's handling it. And what I can say is, if you give yourself this sort of cleansing time, this detox time, what will happen is you could eventually go back to having maybe gluten or dairy. So basically 5, 6 years ago, if I had any of that stuff, I would break out immediately. I would have horrible reactions. What I would say is I can sort of have that now if I wanted to. But what I noticed, that, let's say if I have dairy maybe multiple times throughout the week, I may have a pimple that pops up or something, and that's sort of a sign that there's still a little bit of a sensitivity, but most of it is cleared. So if you are dealing with a skin issue, intermittent fasting can be very beneficial. Also, optimizing your digestion, and the way you can do that is by going on an elimination diet, by removing some of the stuff that should not be in there, giving your body the chance to reset. And from there, you're going to realize that your skin does definitely start to get more clear. Also, if there's any vitamin or mineral deficiencies, they need to be addressed. Most people, in my experience of working with clients, are deficient in minerals, especially things like zinc. They are also deficient in vitamin D3, which is the most important vitamin of them all. It helps your hormones, it helps your immune system, it helps bone health, it helps so many things. And also B complex vitamins. So you don't just want to go to the store and purchase Centrum vitamins. You want to be able to get a good B complex vitamins, because each one of the B vitamins does something different. They're going to help with digestion. They're going to help break down food. They're going to help balance blood sugar. They're going to help with energy. They're going to all be doing a lot. They also help your liver to detox itself. So as your body is building up with toxins, if you don't have enough B vitamins, the toxins will sort of stay in your cells. They'll stay sort of in your body. They will not be able to leave, and you will continuously have a reoccurring problem because you're not allowing this to get out of the body. So if you need more personalized one-on-one help with that, I can definitely help you. I'll have a link to my calendar below. Or if you're dealing with some of these issues and you want support of like-minded guys that are all on the same mission to get healthier, to get fitter, to look better, to become more confident, then there's a link in the description below for the Upgraded Man Project, the Brotherhood. It's a group of like-minded men all on the same mission to level up, to get better, to improve themselves. I'm in there on a daily basis. If you have any questions, I can help you out. With that said, the link's in the description. If you found this video valuable, leave a comment below, and I will see you on the next one.